Romancing the Dungeon is intended for mature audiences, as this show contains adult themes. Oh wait, I'm being told it's not those kinds of adult themes. Just sensitive stuff that some audience members may find upsetting. Content warning for specific episodes can be found in the episode descriptions.
Tell me why I'm so alone when I know you're here with me.
You're listening to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D podcast about heroes navigating their daily lives while looking for love in a world full of peril, monsters, and heartbreakers. Last time on Romancing the Dungeon.
Roz Grapers here, and I've been asked to personally remind you all about what happened in the last episode. That counts, not that awful flicky thing that was inflicted upon the rest of us here at D8 Dungeon. I know, it was for charity and that was wonderful and all that, but there's only so much flicky in the world, and I think we've all had our... Oh, hang on a second, folks, I'm just getting a quick note in from my producer. Another charity event, yeah, it was very successful, yeah. I'll my donations in the post, yeah. What do you mean there's more flicky coming? What do you mean a full backstory adventure? And he used to fall in love with a dragon called Sticky. Okay, I'll get my best paws on it. Okay, well, while we, rebrand as Flicky Dungeon, why don't we, pay a visit to Asbestos in the hospital? I'm sure Mia and Daniel and CJ are just, off doing wonderful adventures, heartbreak, monsters, peril, all that fajazz stuff. Great. Are you lonely, miserable, or just plain horny? Well, you've taken the first steps to solving your problems. At least your dating ones. Welcome to D8. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Roz Grapers, founder, CEO, and love wizard, and I've got to get all of this off my heaving, sweat-laden chest. I've had explicitly detailed erotic dreams about most of you. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and now that it's out in the open, I feel much better. You're getting ready for your date tonight. Suddenly, there's a sending stone message, and they've had to cancel. Their neighbor's dog is ill, and they're bringing them to the vet temple. How do you react?
Well, as a paragon of love, I truly believe that nothing should get in the way of love, even if just potential love. So I think the only course of action might just be to put the dog down. I have a friend who is quite skilled at this matter, Fia.
Oh, yeah. Fia the dog killer is what they call her.
Yes, that's her.
So if a date cancelled via sending stone, incredibly rude, I would find Fia and use her
to kill some dogs.
Tracking expertise to find them and send that sending stone back through their window.
That sounds like it might be a crime.
Not if I'm not caught.
But you just admitted to
But I haven't done it yet. And I won't.
Oh, probably very shocked. Roz, I probably wouldn't have realised it was a date to begin with. Or if I did, it might have been out of just pure politeness. But you're saying there is someone in danger. I would rush straight to that house and save that creature, big or small.
No, it's just a dog.
Roz.
And he's got allergies.
Well, then I'll bring some antihistamines. And then quickly cast Featherfall to soften the blow as they fall in love.
With the dog?
Hey, it's their choice.
I was over at their house. I didn't see any chew toys or a bed or, a water bowl. Is this true?
But it's a first date. How are you at their house?
I'll send a gift basket.
Third crime. Okay. Third crime. Okay. Got it. Okay. You're all awful. Except Ivan.
Thank you.
But those cheekbones are a crime. Against my loins. AJ, Ivan, and Fia You've received word that Hephaesta has been rushed to a Temple of Nan for emergency healing. It's quite late into the evening as you make your way across Galeshire City. Approaching the temple, it's a rather simple-looking little building. There's signposts kind of outside telling you, like, emergency department, this direction. It's busy, like there's people coming and going, a couple of carriages pulled up outside, like in a little taxi rank. And the Temple of Nan, much like any place of healing, has a constant use. Like, there are people constantly coming in and out, looking for help, visiting people. The building itself is made of kind of very, very simple white stone. There's a lovely kind of little garden at the front of it. And just as you see the lamp lighters coming out, just putting the lamps lit, as they are wont to do, because they're good at their jobs, you make your way inside. Immediately, as you kind of push through the heavy doors, you don't push through the heavy doors, sorry, the doors are automated. They magically open for you as you approach.
What is the Spelljammer?
The doors kind of just slide open. Immediately, you are hit by a rather heavy smell of chemicals. It's like iodine tuck a bath kind of smell. It's the only way to kind of really describe it. The floor is lined with like a sickly paisley green linoleum, and the walls are kind of awashed with kind of a off-white with a little phase of pea green in it as well. As you kind of rush in, you do kind of find yourself in kind of a large open hallway, and there is a reception desk where you see several clerical officers kind of talking to people. And there's a load of signs like intensive care, morgue, gift shop, the other gift shop, canteen. What are you doing?
I guess I just kind of run up to the desk and I'm like, excuse me, we're looking for Hephaesta Tinderson. I believe she's in here.
Swinging around on a rickety wooden swivel chair, a half-orc woman with the biggest glasses you've ever seen on a person comes face to face with you, Fia, and she just has like this bouffant of acid blue hair just kind of like sitting atop, but she's wearing a very, very simple plush little pink cardigan, and she kind of looks at you with a very kind of sympathetic kind of face. Bear with me and I'll just have a look. And she pulls open a drawer that extends way longer, and she just starts flicking through. Now, let's see. Hephaesta Tinderson. Asbestos, haphazard, habeas corpus, tentacles. No. Too far. Tinderson, Hephaesta. Ooh.
What?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, gosh. And she kind of looks up at the three of you, and then she looks back at the file. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Don't say that. We just want to see. Is she alive? Is she alive?
Oh, I don't know. Her form's empty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh no. No.
We're missing some crucial details about her.
I think the most crucial thing is, where is she and is she alive?
Well, second to that, next of kin. And she takes out a quill.
We're the closest. We're friends. We're the closest that she has here in the city at the moment.
I'm going to need a name. Just like one name.
Fia Burbage.
Fia Burbage. And that's with a B?
Yes.
BFIA BURBAGE.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Blood type.
Whose?
Well, do you want me to start a form for you?
I don't know.
And then she takes out another.
No. I don't know her blood type. We just want to see her, please.
Take a guess.
Internal.
Okay. Internal blood type. Food allergies.
Nate.
And has she eaten it often?
I think so.
If Hephaesta punched herself in the face and it hurt, would you say she was weak or strong?
Strong? Because she punched herself in the face?
But it hurt Fia, so would she be weak?
No, she's strong because she had the will to do it.
Yeah. Is it physical strength or mental strength?
It doesn't say.
Oh. Maybe add another box in.
Oh, that's going to have to go higher up. I'll get somebody on the sending stone. And she's now kind of reaching over to the desk and she's like...
Can we just get through this so we can go see Hephaesta, please?
Oh, what am I putting in here? Weak or strong?
Strong.
Strong it is. Has she ever died before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how many times?
While this is happening, I'm going to cast Locate Object. Well, to Ivan, yes. No.
Your little ball bearing. Very smart.
Yeah. It's the little ball bearings I handed out, which, I don't know.
Did you give one to Hephaesta?
Well, well, technically I don't even have to because it's just an object that I'm familiar with. So, like, I mean, I could say, like, her weapon or whatever. So, yeah, so just her lack of armor. I don't know. Do you have armor these days?
No.
She does. She bought armor.
I
She did,
I
she
just
bought
wasn't
armor.
with
Okay,
you.
Yeah, she did.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
But
like
you have,
her
your
sim.
stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So-
unless they took it off me, which,
Okay.
I'm in a hospital.
Oh, like one of her pierced ears, like where her earring.
Okay. It just happens, right? It's just one of those spells that does a thing.
I think so, yeah. So within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, Ivan, it's a thing of you know exactly where Hephaesta's piercing is.
Okay.
So does me. Yeah, you kind of, it's that thing of like, you kind of focus and you get a picture and you remember the little brass, small little ring she has in her left ear and you concentrate on that and then you know exactly where it is. Is she under the influence of a curse, pact, and or hormonal rages?
All of the above.
Come over here. Come over to me. Stop talking to her.
Ivan, do you need to be to see the doctor? You okay?
I know where she is.
Okay.
Follow me.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Oh, okay. She's just filling in the box.
Your guess is as good as ours. Bye.
Yeah, it's that thing, Ivan, of like, it's like a little sonar beeping. It's like, you know, it's like, I can feel the ping. And you move kind of east away from the desk down the eastern wing of the Temple of Nan. Again, you pass a couple of different rooms, you turn a corner, you go up a flight of stairs, you go down another flight of stairs, you turn right, you turn left, you turn right again, and you find yourselves outside the morgue.
Ivan, what?
I got her.
This is the morgue, Ivan. This is the morgue.
What's a morgue?
Where they put dead bodies.
But she died before, right? Can we bring her back?
Oh God. Is she in here? Is it in here? Is the ping in here?
The ping is localized to here.
There. And I point.
You push through and you find the morgue just filled with boxes and crates and little packets. And there's a very sleepy looking halfling attendant wearing green robes.
So, walk on up. And I go, hello.
Hello.
We're here to collect Hephaesta Tinderson.
She's not here.
She's here.
You're in the old morgue? We're kind of running out of space, so this is where we kind of patience.
I have it on good authority that Hephaesta is here.
Did they send you down from...
I have it on good authority.
He pulls open a drawer and he just starts flicking through a load of charts and files and stuff like that. And he takes out a fairly heavy ledger and he starts flicking through it. And he just kind of points behind your shoulder, AJ. There's a little drawer just kind of up over your head. Her stuff is here. And he moves over, he pulls a ladder on wheels up.
Nope,
He opens
sorry.
it.
Right, after you. Yep.
Thank you. Don't I know you?
Maybe. I don't know if I know. Do I know you?
Well, it made my day if you did. But no. I just, and he does like a weird little army salute at you.
Oh, ease. So, are you a soldier?
No.
Okay,
Just,
you don't have to.
A big fan.
Cool. Well, be crazy if you were.
Drawer trying to digest that.
Because a huge fan would be like, that's so much wind. That, like, it would be, like, a fan that big would be terrifying.
Oh, I just mean they say never meet your heroes. He like again with the kind of the book in one hand, he reaches into the drawer. He goes, Hephaesta Tinderson, one sickle.
I'll take it. So Ivan takes it and sort of hands it to Fia and says, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Ivan, if her stuff's here, she's probably still alive.
14 piercings and 14 little individual baggies are like just handed out to you again, Ivan.
I'll take them.
Some of her stuff we had to burn.
Oh, no, that probably came like that. She's a fire ganassi, so I wouldn't take the blame for that if you...
Well, no, it was contraband.
Oh, why would you destroy evidence?
Oh, well, we're not narcs.
Oh, fair enough. Me neither. Wink.
I'm definitely going to tell someone.
King Dreyfus! My friend Hephaesta!
I gotta go. Wisdom saving throw.
Just AJ sweating for the next 6 weeks. If you had a friend and they had bad things on their person. Yeah, he empties kind of the contents of the drawer, and you do. There's some armor that's been kind of damaged. He hands that out. Is she recovered? Are they letting her out? Or
She's alive? Where is she? Where?
again, not the morgue. Okay, the first thing we probably should have done was change the sign.
Can are you able to tell us where she is?
Oh, she's currently in ICU, room 1.
I see. Told you. That's where they bring people for intensive care.
Intensive?
Yeah, like camping or otherwise.
Hugs.
And hugs.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you. Ivan, get it right next time. And I run out the door for the ICU.
Excuse me, I'm going to try to help you get tell me
It's okay, Ivan. We all make mistakes.
best in this fake hospital.
Donna wouldn't even talk. Donna wouldn't talk like that.
I'm going to tell Fuss about it. I'm going to tell her all about this. She's going to be so mad. Okay, you can make her back tattoo her, punch it, and I hate this place.
As you run back kind of towards that central hallway with AJ and Ivan sulking behind you, your footsteps, it's just that kind of the heel of your boot meeting the linoleum floor, and it kind of echoes everywhere, and occasionally like someone, like a nurse, leans out and they're like, hey, no running. It's very dramatic. Like it's that, like, people are kind of like, oh, God, what's the rush?
We grab one of those stretchers to put all of Hephaesta's stuff on it to run beside the stretcher.
Okay.
To get ourselves to the ICU.
You make your way through set the double door after double door, and it's all very dramatic, and like people are aghast at the state. You pass the central corridor and you make your way into the ICU. You see room 1. Fia, as you kind of catch your breath, you can kind of just see in through the little panes of glass into the room. You see there's 2 curtains drawn, and outside the door, you again, intensive care unit, room 1, Hephaesta Tinderson, Dahlia Wolfram.
Seeing both of their names there, I don't know how far behind me the guys are.
They're
Yeah,
that stretcher really helped get some momentum going, and
we crashed into a pane of glass. Some doctors were carrying doctors' outfits across. We crashed into them. Suddenly we're wearing them.
Somebody had just a stall of cabbages for some reason.
We're signing papers as we go.
Yeah, a triangle of boxes.
Yeah, I rush into the room and just try and find Hephaesta.
Fia, not waiting for AJ or Ivan to catch up, you push through the doors, you pull back the first curtain, and lying there you see Dahlia Wolfram. She's unconscious. Her face is very, very swollen and bruised. You see the left horn in her head has broken and is snapped almost to the base. Her left arm is bandaged and held up. She doesn't react or respond as you kind of whip the curtain back.
Seeing her there, I get angry and I snap the curtain closed again, and then I go to the second one, to Hephaesta.
It's one of those things where you're not really paying attention to much around you, and as you kind of pull the curtain back, you see that Hephaesta is lying there, her eyes shut, her face she's just covered in a lot of bandages, and she seems to be tucked very, very carefully in under the sheets. And you can see that around her there's a couple of different like magical medical devices.
I walk over to one side of the bed and I sit down on the edge of it, and I hold her hand, looking at her.
You find, like, just kind of taking it wrapped in the sheet, you're holding it, her hand is in a cast.
Heffy, we're here.
Hephaesta, I have your stuff.
I'm also here.
Heffy, please wake up. Please.
Is there anything nearby that could tell us the state or condition aside from the obvious physical conditions that Hephaesta's in.
At the end of her bed, there's a small little box and there's a chart. Again, you can just about make out Hephaesta Tinderson's name. The handwriting is terrible. Give me a medicine check, AJ.
18.
So there's like a lot of it is like kind of the like there's pages stuff, and as you're kind of flicking through it, you note that a lot of Hephaesta's injuries are superficial. Her left arm is broken, hence the cast. There's notes then speaking to the fact that the patient did not respond to any healing magic. It's all just been like first aid. She has been unresponsive since she was brought in. She has failed to react to any form of medical intervention.
Sophia, the good news is she is stable, but she's in what I can only describe as a sort of state of stasis. They are trying some things. A lot of what they've been trying hasn't been working magically or medically, but I think she's going to pull through. She has to pull through, so she will.
I don't even kind of turn my head around. I'm just staring at Hephaesta's face. And you just see Fia nod her head slightly, but she doesn't turn back to make eye contact with you.
I can go try find a doctor to probably explain it better than I can. I passing knowledge of this just through field medic tents and stuff, but or if it's late, if anyone needs dinner or even a coffee, I'd say it'll be a long night, so I can head to the shop and get us. Does anyone need anything? I'll give you guys time. Ivan, you need anything?
So I heard in the sort of the corridor somebody was talking about a flat white.
Okay.
I want to try what one of. I want to see what one of those is.
Yeah, I'll go to the. It mightn't be in the gift shop, but it might be in the other gift shop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check the. And Fia, anything, water or.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I'll sort of tepidly leave the. That's not the right word. Timidly. There we go.
Gingerly?
Gingerly, yes. All the flavors.
You just leave the room.
I leave. Yes, I leave. I have a note.
Fuck off. You kept my fucking flat white. AJ, as you've kind of finished scanning the chart and you kind of put it back, you do see that the attending doctor is Dr. Fillee Ponde, so at least you know who to ask for. But you head out of the room and you're kind of making your way kind of back to that central area to see if you can get a doctor, and then a flat white for Ivan.
Notions.
Yeah, notions. Fucking Ivan the hipster. Was he the fucking first?
I've missed a lot the last 1,000 years.
Fia and Ivan, is there anything that either of you are doing at this point?
I think I'm just going to sort of stand watch and let Fia have her kind of time.
I don't know how much time passes, but Fia eventually does turn to Ivan. Ivan, can you promise me something, please?
Yes.
Look, I know you and Hephaesta and Kyle all wanted to do stuff and figure things out while you were here in Galeshire, but don't go alone again. We'll go with you. We'll go with Hephaesta. We'll go with Kyle. Whenever. I don't want to see any of you like this.
Yes, of course. We're a team.
Thanks.
As AJ, you go off searching, and Fia, you and Ivan are just keeping an eye on Hephaesta. Hephaesta, you wake up to the sounds of metal clanging.
Oh, lovely.
And you know that lovely. Yeah, it's that sound of metal being beat. It's that like, oh, really now? And as you kind of, it's that thing of like, as you go to open your eyes, you feel your whole body kind of stretch out, and your feet just bump off of the end of what you thought was your bed, but there's like a load of boxes on it. And as you look around, you're at home. You're in what, at first glance, storage closet. Nope. Your bedroom that they've turned into a storage closet, as you see towers of like your mom's belongings, your dad's belongings, sex met stuff, and various accoutrements belonging to the rest of your siblings. Outside, the sun is just kind of blazing in through the window. The curtains that you'd pulled are doing very little to shield you from it, and you can hear the clang. It's very close to your bedroom window. Your dad's forge is on the other side of the yard, but it's suspiciously close to where you were sleeping.
Yeah, no, when I stretch and I kind of like hit those boxes, I just look at them for a minute and then I like stretch that little bit more and just shove them off the foot of the bed.
Yeah, I'm not going to make a roll for it. It's something like you do. It's like full stretch out. The boxes kind of like slowly edge and then topple over, and you're able to kind of get the full scope of your bed again. And like it's that thing as you kind of glance around, you don't see any of the posters that were kind of, because they're kind of hidden behind bits and pieces. There's a really lovely portrait of Sekhmet propped up against a box of stuff that you see a couple of skulls on it, and it's your stuff that have been boxed inside it, but Sekhmet's portrait is carefully placed against it. You can get the faint smell of bacon sizzling. The sound of metal has kind of drifted back to where your dad's forge is, and just as you kind of like find yourself kind of fully awake, you hear your mother just call out,
Hephaesta, sweetheart, it's afternoon again.
And
I thought today you were going to go down to the village, see about a job.
yeah, I will. It's still today.
I mean, it won't be in a couple of hours. So, I made breakfast.
Great, thanks.
You gonna get up?
Yeah?
Did something fall?
No.
Sounded like something fell.
I just shoved the portrait of Sekhmet over. No, everything's fine.
Your dad said that MacArthur, they're looking for help on the farm.
No, I won't be doing that. I just like stand on the Sekhmet painting and just kind of do little steps in a circle, like just little stomp.
Yeah, you kind of getting out of bed, you step up and on Sekhmet's portrait. Your room is it's a box room, and now it's a box room full of boxes. There isn't much really here. It's been about a month since you had to return from Tesrib. The small girl moving to the city and living out her wildest dreams, well, it sparked and burned out just as quick as your savings did. You weren't able to find solid work. You weren't able to find affordable accommodation, and your requests from Sekhmet and your parents, Vesta and Adranus, for a loan went unanswered, and eventually you had to move back.
I do fully intend on finding some kind of work, but not the shitty work that they're offering me. So I just kind of rifle through a few bits of parchment paper that are lying about and look for something I can write on the back of.
You find, like, it's that thing of like you're rooting through boxes and you kind of find a couple of bits and pieces. The first box you open is filled with like trophies and plaques. Sekhmet, from when she won, well, everything. You kind of take that box off and drop it gingerly. You go to the next box. This is sort of a mishmash of everything. There are loose sheets of parchment. There's a small tin box that looks to have been for butter cookies. You open it and you find like a sewing kit.
Universal experience.
Yes, yeah, even here. But you found some parchment paper.
I just grab that haphazardly, grab a quill and start stomping my way out to get something to eat.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
19.
You reach for the door. It's very strange. It's that sort of thing of like, it's like a little bit like deja vu, but in reverse. Oh, that happened before. And then suddenly that didn't happen. I haven't been home in years. You kind of pull the door open and then you find yourself in the kitchen with a plate of blackened bacon. Just the way you like it, sweetie. And your mother is standing there, and on her hip, she's bouncing your baby brother. He's got like a small little tuft of reddish, it's the family trait. It's red and gold and kind of hair, just kind of like spun up on his head. From where you've kind of perched yourself, you're kind of at a counter, kind of like parchment paper in hand, and you've already written some stuff. And it's a thing of, did I? And you're kind of half sucking on a piece of extremely crispy bacon.
God, she's such a bitch.
And you can just see kind of down the corridor into what is your mother's studio. And while she's bouncing your brother on her hip, she's working on this huge canvas.
I kind of pause and I look at my hands and look at what's around me, and I go to read what's on the parchment. Like, have I written anything good?
It's very strange. You look down the parchment paper and you see Thane Greyline, Nathaniel Obsidian McKnight, Fia Burbage, Kyle Adoris, and then AJ ?
Yeah, I just kind of look at it and I'm like, maybe I'm meant to go after them. And I just kind of fold it up and put it in a pocket, and I go to start over. Just something really awful about how the amazing Hephaesta Tinderson here to offer her expertise. Need a hit, need some money, need a job done, with like awful stick figure drawings.
Okay. Give me a roll of a D20, and do you have like calligraphy tools that you might
Oh, I might actually.
Oh God.
Ink pen,
It's from like
parchment.
making all her burn books and stuff.
Yeah.
Graffiti. Yeah.
Nothing specific, but I do carry parchment, ink, and a pen on
Okay.
me.
You can just roll a flat D20. I was going to let you add your proficiency bonus if you had.
Oof, that's a 3.
Yeah, the stick figure drawings are woeful.
Fantastic.
Like it's a thing of, am I stabbing him or entering him? No one can tell.
I offer both services, so it's actually
That's neat.
perfect.
Yeah, you're like, you've done a couple of bits and pieces, and it's that thing of like you're doodling and you're trying to
I'm like
draw.
so proud of myself
Yes,
and just
but-
like, woo!
But then you look up at what your mother has painted,
Yeah.
and it's a masterpiece. It's this landscape of the city street, and there's just chaos. There's people screaming, there's a carriage turned upside down, there's bodies lying everywhere. That one kind of looks like you. And she kind of comes out of her studio with kind of like, she's got a little bit of like soot and ash kind of like
Just the right way.
perfectly,
Yeah.
just there. And she's a couple of brushes just kind of
Yeah.
like put in her hair that are kind of tied up with a rag. She's wearing an apron. Your brother is asleep now on her hip, and your mom, her hair has, again, it's that red and golden flame sort of thing, kind of, but it's an effortless mess that's on her head, and it just looks amazing. And like one single like strand of curls is like dangling out from under the rag that she's kind of tied her hair up with. You can see kind of where she's aged a little bit, like you can see just the lines around her eyes, but she's still quite sprightly. And she kind of saunters into the kitchen and she kind of takes a look at the paper, and she kind of paws one or two. Just, I don't know if your father would approve of any of those. And she turns one upside down. Yeah, best not tell your father.
I just like slap it out of her hand and drag it back to myself. I'm not done. Do you want me to have a job or not?
Oh, they're proofs that you're just...
Yeah.
Do you think there's much call for that line of work in the village?
You don't know.
Sweetheart, I'm not trying to shame you.
Well, then shut up then.
I see you finished most of the bacon.
Yeah. Bit burnt, actually.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah.
I thought that's how you liked it. Oh, no, sorry. Silly me. Sekhmet likes her bacon burnt.
Yeah. What do you want now? What are you in here for? I'm working.
Nothing. I just finished, and I thought maybe I'd get started on dinner. If you maybe wanted to, go do something with yourself.
Yeah, sure, whatever. And I just like scoop up all my papers. I just crumple them like I'm not happy with them anymore. And I just like crumple them into my hands, and I go back to my room to like get ready.
If you want, I can ask Sekhmet if she has any
No.
leads on jobs.
No.
Hephaesta.
I don't want that at
We're-
all.
Sweetheart, we're going to have to talk about you paying rent.
Talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Again. As you head out of the dining room and kitchen, you follow down like a small corridor, and you can kind of feel the coldness from the floor, like the timber flooring. And your room is at the end of the corridor, just across from, well, what was your parents' room, but they gave it to Sekhmet because she needed more room to study. You step through, you make your way down, and the corridor seems to just get longer. Like as you try to approach, as you kind of get like oh shit, I should be. Did we extend the house? You find yourself standing in like the middle of the corridor, and to your left and to your right there are 4 doors. But they weren't there before. One door, it says Burbage and Sons, and it has like a brass raven's head, like knocker. Another door looks to be made of stone, and you can kind of see like a purple shimmer through the groove of the bricks. Like it's quite weird. The other door looks like it's rotting, like it looks like it's about to fall off its hinges. And the 4th door looks like the flap of a tent. AJ, you've made your way to the other gift shop. The gift shop was closed, but the other gift shop
is the most pressing thing right now.
Yes. Yeah, it's Nan's Bits and Bobs.
Oh, Nan.
Yeah.
Oh, of the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my Nan.
If only I knew her.
Aww. They're kind of the fluorescent lighting just offsets the linoleum and the pea green walls, and you like as you kind of stare in through the glass front behind a counter, you see a coral pink kobold woman with just kind of a mop of blonde hair kind of pulled up and kind of tucked to one side in a ponytail that's just kind of half like it's like a side ponytail. She's reading a book. She's sitting on a little stool. She's reading a book to herself, and you see kind of like shelves and aisles of like bits and bobs.
Nice. I rush in, sort of clock the shop attendant. I'm immediately looking to see if they do coffees of any sort.
You can see, yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't know what a flat white was. Ignore that. Scrap it from the record. I immediately look around for things called flat white.
Okay. You don't see like you're scanning the shelves and stuff like that. A lot of it is like merch for the Temple of Nan, like stuff you would buy in like a tourist shop. Mugs, t-shirts, pencils, magnets, doorstops. I went to the Temple of Nan and all I got was better.
That's very clever.
And this lovely mug, t-shirt, pencil, pen, magnet, doorstop, kind of as an addendum to that.
Do they sell, kind of racking, like you can see AJ furrowing his brow thinking, do they sell paper? It's the closest thing to a flat white I can think of.
There's like a card rack.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's probably what a flat white is. Yeah, I'll get a card looking for one that says, get well in your own time. I don't want to rush them.
You specifically find a card that says get well ... in your own time. There's no rush, but this is coming out of your holiday time.
Right, yes, yeah. Makes sense. I'll pick up that for Ivan. Okay. Presumably. And just looking around for flowers, balloons, anything you might bring to a hospital room to like help people brighten up the place.
Okay, give me a roll of a d4.
Oh, 3.
Okay, so you... Because like, I don't know I don't know what I've done to kobolds in this world, but wherever there are, you're going to find shit. Yes, there are flowers. It's that kind of the end of the day, and they're looking a little lilty. There's balloons. The only ones that you can kind of find are "It's a baby." All the kind of the get well soon ones are gone. So yeah,
I got this baby,
and it's a big sun.
It's the baby.
Yeah, no, it's a baby.
Oh, it's the baby.
It's the baby.
You know what? That's what it says. It's the baby, and it's just a big sun. Yeah,
you can attach it to your baby.
And it don't
The
lose
baby.
them, yeah.
And sun is in the celestial.
Yeah, but like a kind of a cartoony one. You know, it's that like
from the Teletubbies.
No, it doesn't have a baby's face on it.
Okay.
More like just that it is, you know, like around. Why are we spending so much time on this?
No, really, I gotta.
Does it wear sunglasses, though?
Yeah.
It does, yeah. It's got cool sunglasses
Okay,
on
so
it. Yeah.
got
I
it.
feel like
Yeah.
we're in the chapter of a fantasy book where you're like, oh, not this character.
God, all this guy ever does is go off shopping for weird shit.
I'm just wondering as well, is it the baby?
It's the baby.
Okay.
And the is underlined and in italics.
Okay, that's
Nice.
the big bad, guys. That's the... he's laying the groundwork now.
Makes the merch cut. Come on.
Coming to you on the Romance of the Dungeon web store. It's the baby balloons. So yeah, it's I think you're kind of rummaging through. You've got some flowers. You've got the balloon. You've got the get well soon but no rush flat white. And as you're kind of rummaging through kind of different bins of stuff, you have come across the Never Better sweater, price tagged at 50 gold pieces. On the price tag instructions, the sweater gives a +1 AC while worn. You do not need to swap out your other armor. It just goes on under your armor. If the wearer drops below 0 HP, the sweater unravels, casting Spare the Dying and preventing the wearer from death saves.
Holy moly. I don't know. Now, here's an interesting thing. I've never had money, nor do I know what money I have.
You were salaried, to be fair. So
Yeah, you
there's
were
gotta be...
salaried.
I am not sitting here calculating his wages against tax. I can barely do my own.
No, you don't need to tax him. He's a civil servant.
Yeah.
They don't pay tax. I don't pay tax. I mean, what? What? Excuse you?
So you have... Okay, so it's...
You've a company card.
Well, you do have, you do have your seal from the Gaelshire Army, so you can charge it back.
I don't think this is expensible. This seems like a personal purchase. And I'm a good boy. No, yeah, it's let's use the carte blanche of being, I don't know, a favored son of the king.
You're the king's son? It's the baby.
No, just mean in a colloquial sense. King's quite fond of me.
Yeah, it's very much it's a very chunky sweater. It's like a sweater your nan would have knitted for you. It's very scratchy. But you take that, you've got your balloon, you've got your flowers, you've got your flat white card, and you head up to the counter to pay. The kobold just kind of looks kind of up from her book, and then she immediately blushes, and she kind of freezes when she sees you.
Do I know this kobold?
She has a name tag. It says Dizzy.
Dizzy. Now this is madness, because in my head I'm picturing a mix of like Birdo and then that Kong with the blonde hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's literally what I had.
I'm thinking of Dizzy Rascal, but bonkers.
That's actually what plays as you come in and out of the shop.
Dizzy. How you doing? How's your mom? Your dad still working?
AJ. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Not since the last time. She shuts the book and puts it on the counter, and then like, yeah, your stuff. I'll take the stuff. Mom's good. Dad's dead.
I immediately look around for like a sorry condolences. I'm like, oh god. I don't have a card for this situation.
Give me a perception check.
Not good though. 2 + 6, 8.
It's the dead dad.
Yes, you do. It's a happy birthday, but it's been scratched out, and it's sorry, your parental figure is dead.
Just put that and take it with you when you clock out on the... I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I've been out of town.
No, it was ages. Like it's long. Like yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Are you okay though? You don't seem...
Yeah, she's sweating profusely.
Yeah, you look like you need to be... You're in the right place for it, to be fair.
No, this is it just happens.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, no, actually, a friend of mine's really sick, and we're not too sure what to do. And
That's great.
it's. I mean, I like your optimism. I also think she's going to pull through, but her friends, and Fia in particular, just doesn't, and I don't know what to do about that. So,
You're really beautiful.
oh, that's what I should say to her. Yeah, nice, thanks.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I love you.
How did you, I should say that to her though? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should say that to her. Yeah.
Okay.
And not me.
Well, no, that would be wild. Unless you want to practice.
No, yes. Okay, I love you, AJ. I always have loved you, and I'll never stop loving you.
I know. No, that's a terrible thing to say.
No, that was perfect.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll take what you said, but just swap my name for Fia's name.
Or mine.
Okay, yeah. I love you, Dixie? Dizzy. I always will and I always have since the moment... You know what, I'm going to wing it when I say it to Fia.
I hope you'll be really happy with her.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is that all?
Yes, sorry, yeah. Unless do you want anything?
Just your hand in marriage.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. Just a joke between mutual friends.
You should be a stand-up. That's really good.
I can't stand up right now.
Okay. Right, well, if you do need anything, I'm in the ICU.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be... Okay, she goes to kind of rack it all up. I'm sorry, I have to get out of that character.
Getting lightheaded.
I was getting real fucking dizzy. So you're buying the Never Better sweater.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, so you're just charging this all back to the king.
If I have money, I'll use it, but I don't think I've ever carried
So
money.
she gives you a receipt. It's going to cost 60 gold pieces in
60.
total.
Right, I'll mark that down.
Okay.
Who do you think you are, the queen? I don't carry change.
This so happens when you have a proper job.
Listen here, a couple of fucking months ago, you were walking around with a fucking MasterCard. Sign my expenses.
That was Nate, okay.
Not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying. I even asked it for a per diem a little while ago.
Yeah, AJ, you've bundled up the flowers, the card. You've given her the other card.
Yeah.
You've got your sweater. You've got your balloon. Yeah, AJ, with your kind of the stuff bundled up, you bid farewell to Dizzy, who is doing her best not to break into hysterical crying. And she goes back to reading her book, Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder. And there's a very raunchy looking beholder on the cover. I'm not even going to paint that picture. Fia, Ivan, you've been in the room for, like, AJ's been gone maybe 15, 20 minutes. By and large, it's just been the two of you the entire time, and it's kind of gone quiet. Ivan, you've kind of found yourself sitting in a small armchair in the corner. Fia, you're still sitting by Hephaesta's side. The silence is only broken when the double doors open again, and you kind of both kind of turn to look up and see who it is. And standing there is a rather frazzled, tan wood elf in a long white coat, underneath green robes, glasses kind of half hanging off her face. She's vibrating a little bit. Her hair is just this wiry, tangled mess of bedhead that's kind of swooped to one side. And she's carrying several charts under her arm, and she comes in and she's like, okay, yeah, they're still here, yeah, and they're still not responsive. Okay, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, no, you got it. You must be people who are in the room. I'm sorry. Who are you people?
We're friends of Hephaesta. Can you give us more information about her condition, please?
Well, she moves over to the nearest bed. Hephaesta, and she looks down, is a tiefling.
No.
Broken horn, several contusions, we believe concussed, not responding to any treatment. Her left arm is shattered.
That's not this lady here that I'm sitting on the bed beside. This lady.
Oh, and like she just lets go of Dahlia's arm and shuffles over really awkwardly. Sorry, they just all look alike when they're all bandaged up. Yes, Hephaesta. It's more or less the same. Whew, dodged that one.
So what can be done to help her? Like, what? She's still asleep.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what have you done?
So, let me just check the chart here. We've tried everything, and nothing seems to have worked.
Are you sure you tried everything? What did you try?
Several medical interventions. Several.
Are you a doctor?
I'm a doctor in training.
Okay, are there any sort of competent doctors here, or?
No.
Oh.
I'm on shift. I'm on call. I drew the short straw. I am 9 hours in. I am 15 caffeinated beverages into the last hour, and this is what you got. Okay?
So I guess.
So don't come for me. I'm a single, independent young woman in my height of my medical career, and I am in charge, at large, and doing the best I can. And I don't need a man.
I didn't say you did.
Well, don't look at me like that.
Look, just can you give us more information about her condition, please? Please?
Well, I'd say she hasn't used conditioner in a while.
Condition. Her condition.
Coma.
Isn't there magic you can use to get her out of that?
Nope. She's the healers have tried everything, and all I'm doing is making sure she doesn't.
Is she that bad?
Well, generally speaking, is a medical term for death.
I don't see. So I sort of grew up far away. Now, I don't know much about medicine, but in the camps, what they used to do for sick soldiers is they used to, how do I put this? Take a clove of garlic and sort of press it up into their backsides.
A garlic suppository.
Yes.
You know, we've tried that. If we put any more up there, she's going to be a roast chicken.
Right, I'm all out of ideas.
She's not allergic to garlic, is she? Because her chart was empty.
Oh, God. Fia?
I don't know. I don't think she is. So what? Do we just wait? Is that all? What can we do?
Thoughts and prayers?
Oh, she'd be really
Good idea. I'm going to get down on my knees and start praying to Donna.
She'd be
See,
really
that's going to keep him busy for a couple of hours.
okay. Can I ask something else? Is there any way we can get her removed from the room? And I point at Dahlia.
No.
Well, you see, I don't know if I want either of them to wake up when the other's in the room because Dahlia has tried to kill my friend before.
Well, I mean, in the state they're in, neither of them are going to be doing anything since they can't really wake up.
What do you mean they can't wake up? She's never going to wake up?
Well, I'm not saying she's not going to wake up, but she's definitely not awake right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And she might not ever wake up again.
What?
But she might also wake up.
Can you just speak plainly, please?
That's as plain as I can get with this. Your friend's in a coma, and I don't know if she's going to wake up or not.
Can we just find a way to get her out of the room, please? Just in case either of them wake up. Because it will break out into a full-out brawl. I will have no problem killing that woman in the other bed if she comes anywhere near Hephaesta.
Do I need to get security in here, or...?
At that point, Ivan gets goes, okay, everybody, calm down. I've sent word to
Don't you tell me to calm down. Don't you think I'm some sort of hysterical woman?
Don't you tell me to calm down, Ivan.
I'm
What
a
the hell?
doctor in training. How dare you? I'm a single, independent young woman who knows herself.
I'm just trying to look out for Hephaesta here.
She's just trying to look out for Hephaesta here.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe you listen to me and get Dahlia out the room.
Again...
Look, you can talk all your medical mumbo-jumbo, but I've sent thoughts and prayers, okay? I've spoken to her, Donna. I've left word.
Oh my
She's
God.
on the case. Everybody relax.
Oh my God. Like she's picked up like Hephaesta's hand. Oh my God. And she's lifting it up. They didn't work. And she lets Hephaesta's hand drop.
It takes time. You have to have faith. Ever heard of it?
I have other patients to go to if you really want. And she points at Hephaesta. Dahlia removed. Then you probably want to submit that up at the front. But I'm just going to tell you now that we are swamped. Because part of the hospital is actually sinking into a swamp. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thoughts and prayers. She does it to Hephaesta and Dahlia.
Thanks for all your help, I guess.
You're welcome.
And when a competent doctor does arrive, please do send him our way. Thank you.
Prick. And she saunters out of the room. And it's that thing where she goes out and the door flaps. She's gone. And then it flaps again and AJ's standing there.
I come in with all my bundles of stuff. Ivan, you're flat white, and I hand over the card. Oh. I'll put the balloons and everything around Hephaesta. I'll do a little druid craft to kind of bring the flowers back to life. Any news from doctors?
Thoughts and prayers. We've done some praying, and it's just have to wait.
There's nothing more they can do. That's what she said anyway.
Did she mention anything about why they're unresponsive, or...?
No. Just they tried healers, they tried everything. They're just keeping her stable right now.
This is one of the best places for Hephaesta to be. Not just in Galeshire, but in the realm. So if anyone can do it, it's these doctors.
That's depressing.
Has anyone tried talking to to Hephaesta? I mean, not verbally. I mean, like psychically or otherwise.
No.
If Kyle was here, he could do that.
I can try. Just to see if there's something there.
Sure, yeah. If you wanna, yeah.
I love you. I've always loved you ever since the moment we met. Okay.
What was that?
I was just clearing my throat.
Okay.
And,
Just I felt the hair stand up on the back of my neck. I just felt something was happening. Carry on.
and AJ's going to telepathically link with Hephaesta to try have a conversation. Hephaesta?
You know when you're underwater and you can kind of hear people, you can hear sound, and it's that kind of the weird, it's muffled, the sound is like not quite the same. It's that sort of thing. As you try to reach Hephaesta's mind, it's there. You can feel her psychic energy, as brash and as blunt as it is, it's there. But it's scattered. And as you kind of reach, it's like that. It's like trying to grab at water, get a handful of it, and it falls between your fingers. You reach again, and this time you feel a different presence. You don't really know it. It's vaguely hostile in the way that a disgruntled teenager is vaguely hostile and mean. No, that's not Hephaesta you're trying to reach. Something catches your eye in that you're still linked psychically, but something in the room moved. And it's one of those things where you go to look and it moves again. And only when you kind of go to look back at Hephaesta, you see a shadow holding her other hand. And even though there's no recognizable facial features, you don't see an eyes or nose or a mouth, you know they're looking directly at you, and you have the sensation of fear just pulse through your body, as if they're looking deep within you. Well, it's about time. I want out.
AJ's a little bit speechless at first. He's not often caught off guard and trembling. And especially the suddenness of this, where it's something that's so everyday to him to go so unusually off kilter. Who are you?
I am somebody who is trapped. And I am somebody who can help your friend Hephaesta.
Help how? Can you wake her up?
Yes.
And will she be okay? She'll be the same as when
She'll be the same annoying, loud pain.
That doesn't sound the same. The loud part, yeah, but annoying, no. Charming. Pain, an absolute delight. So I need her that way.
She'll be unharmed, provided this works.
Okay. I'm not really much of a just do it myself without consulting. I'll get back to it.
Jalius?
Yes.
You can't tell them.
But I have to tell them.
You don't. You can't. Because if they know, this won't work.
If they know you won't be able to help Hephaesta?
If my plan to save the three of us is to work, we are going to need the other two. If they know the plan, it will not work.
If they know the plan, it won't work, or if they know the plan, they won't help.
It won't work. They'll still help. Stupid people will always help.
So run it by me once again. You can help Hephaesta. In return, you get out of where you're trapped, which I presume is in Hephaesta. Why did she drop you there?
She didn't. I trapped myself. I made a mistake. Now the three of us are stuck. You heard what they said about the doctor. You've consulted the charts. Medical treatment isn't working.
Were you out before you got trapped?
Yes.
So you've come from where we're from,
Yes.
and you're just trying to get home.
I'm just trying to get out of this.
You said Hephaesta will come to no harm. Is that true for all of us?
That is true for all of you, provided the plan works.
AJ's purposely asking fairly straightforward questions because he is not the type to leave a lion with a thorn in their paw untended to, but he also realizes that there are things that are like lions, cuddly and full of pride, but sometimes betrayal within the family itself. So I'm just trying to get a sense of what kind of shadow I'm dealing with through these sort of... I'm just buying time to kind of suss out. Is there like a nature or otherwise that I can...
Give me an insight check.
Ooh.
What did you get in your roll?
15.
It's very interesting, AJ. It's that thing of that immediate sense of fear. It hasn't lessened, hasn't gone away. There is sort of a... You're kind of finding yourself again, and that like it's that trying to think it all out and make sense of it and think of what's best for Hephaesta, what's best for Ivan, what's best for Fia, what's best for you, and trying to figure it all out. And it's that kind of heat of the battle, heat of the moment, and you push through that fear. What you're speaking to, the shadow, you make yourself look at it. And it's that thing of it slowly starts to take form, and you can see where it's holding Hephaesta's hand. Its other hand is holding Dahlia's. It starts to take on a more corporeal form, and you do see a decrepit humanoid figure, female presenting, almost just wisps of wet, greasy hair kind of hanging from its head, and just sunken face, and just very, very gnarled, sharp features. It's that thing of, as you're looking at it, you can kind of like, as your eye kind of like goes up along, your eye meets hers, and it's just this swirling, swampy ichor almost, and you can see that it's kind of weeping. As much as it is terrifying, it also looks broken. It looks injured.
What I've gotten the sense that when AJ asks direct questions, usually gets direct answers, and the types of things that don't is because they can't not. You know what I'm saying? That like, am I getting the sense that they're being weaselly about their answers because if they were to speak directly, it's something they can or can't do? You got a 15? Yeah.
You don't know what it is. You don't know if it's creepy. I mean, it's hurt, but I want to help it, but it's creepy and it's scary, and it's holding on to my friend, and it says it can help her, but it's creepy and it's scary and it's evil. As much as you believe what it is saying, there's something in your gut that you can't let go of. There's just that thing in your belly.
AJ's going to take small steps forward, raising his gaze as he does to get very close to this thing for one final question before he decides. And he's going to try maintain eye contact and say, what are the downsides to freeing you?
Are you asking me, will I seek revenge?
Well, now I am.
Then I will make you a promise, Ajalius Steele. I, Morag, daughter of Asmodean, shall do no harm to Hephaesta Tinderson or Dahlia Wolfram on the material plane.
I'll offer one counter proposition. You're trapped in Hephaesta, so it seems like someone's form can keep you trapped. Is it by Hephaesta's will that she's holding you there? If so, Oh, well, maybe not. I was going to say it's not a direct route, but lay over through me. You let them go, you go through me, and if all's fine, I let you free.
Her eyes flit. It's like they're looking at you, and it's almost like they're thinking or calculating. As interesting as it would be, I don't think she would approve. My body is broken, but it is not unrepairable. I will return to it. That is my assurance to you. I will return to that form, and it will be a lifetime before I am able to do anything.
Whose lifetime?
Hephaesta's.
And no harm will come to her.
No harm shall come to Hephaesta Tinderson or Dahlia Wolfram.
On the material plane.
I mean, if she comes back and kills her, that's technically her whole lifetime. That's all I'm saying.
Shut up, you metagaming bitch.
Yeah, but it's the end of her lifetime. So if she had her full, it's the cart and horse,
Technicality.
chicken and egg.
Technicality.
Yeah.
Monkey paw thing.
Yeah. I don't think I have a choice. I think I've been rightly cornered into a checkmate here. Okay, deal.
She leans in, and like the arm that she's holding onto Dahlia with, you can actually hear the shoulder pop as she kind of pulls herself towards you, and her face presses against yours. They need to sleep. I will have some sway, but you must get them to sleep. When they do, contact me again, and I will bring them and you across the Nightmare Realm.
Okay. We all go to sleep. We meet you there. You bring Hephaesta unharmed back to the material plane.
If that is how the plan goes. But it is not Hephaesta that is holding me. And she looks at Dahlia.
Okay. Let's see what we have to do with it. Leave it with me. I'll be in touch.
It's a promise. And you feel her lips press against yours. And we'll leave the episode there.
So I walk these floors, haunting my own space.
You've been listening to Romancing the Dungeon with Amber, Sam, Ben, Louise, Eilish, and me, Declan, your Dungeon Master. It's been a hectic couple of weeks for us here at D8 Dungeon. We are just off the back of our annual TTRPG fundraiser, D8 Dungeon Drive, where with the help and support of members and creators all over the TTRPG community in the world, we were able to raise $3,380 for Trans Lifeline, and we are so proud of that fact. Amber and I are working on the tattoos and what we're getting, so don't worry, we haven't forgotten. Then we found out a couple of days later that we won Best Script Podcast at the Crit Awards at Gen Con, and that came as a complete and total surprise to us. We were completely honored to be nominated in the category as some of those amazing TTRPG creators out there. To win was something else. So for those who nominated us, for those who voted for us, thank you so much. Speaking on behalf of the entire team, we are just totally and utterly happy and so proud of that accomplishment. So thank you so much. There's no rest for the wicked though, and we are working on a couple of bits and pieces at the moment. If you're following us on social media, you might have seen a sneaky little recording with some familiar faces, some new faces. Very excited to bring that to you in the near future. It is Romancing the Dungeon related, that's all I will say right now. It will have far-reaching consequences, so that's fun. As always, a big thank you to Ghosts of Red Mountain for our amazing theme song Haunted. The title card and artwork is by Ralph is Redacted. We are back in 2 weeks' time. Until then, do make sure you check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. And if you have the time and you've not already done so, we would love if you leave us a 5-star review on wherever you are listening to this podcast. Until then, take care.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Oh, please, no, more
Well,
deals.
Ivan's thoughts and prayers. Save the gang.
Tune in next time.
On the next exciting episode of... What's this called again?
Romance.
Rise of the
Sing the Dungeon.